This past few months, I've been trying to make money online, specifically with dropshipping. You see, this all began a year ago when I first found out about it, and I thought to myself, hey, maybe I can do this too. So I found a product and started building my store right away. But once I got started, I just faced problems after problems after problems. You see, the thing I didn't know was that in business, you will face many problems you will not know how to solve. And in my case, I didn't know how to do things on Shopify, and because my only mentor was YouTube, I did not know how to fix half the problems. So after trying for 3 months and not even finishing my store, I decided to give up. I just thought this business model wasn't right for me, and I just forgot about it. And so I quickly moved on to another business model, Instagram theme page. Now, Instagram theme page didn't go as smoothly either, and I soon realized that the problem wasn't the business model, the problem was me, until I met Emer. Now, Emer was a very interesting person because wherever he went, he was always wearing a suit. And I always felt this kind of business vibe around him. So one day I introduced myself and we quickly became friends. Now, turns out Emer had actually made $1,000 dropshipping. And so once I found that out, I started asking as many questions as I can. That day, I found out 2 things. Number 1, dropshipping actually worked. And number 2, I was weak for quitting in the first place. So with that in mind, I tried again. And so I looked around on CJ Dropshipping and AliExpress again, and I found another product. Now this time I didn't build the store with Shopify, but I built it with Wix, which is just like Shopify, but it's more flexible and less e-com friendly. Turns out it wasn't such a bad decision because I got done my store in 2 weeks only. Anyways, now that I had built the website, the only things missing were getting the product and filming some banger videos with it. Okay, so the product was a memory foam pillow that is supposed to support your neck more and give you less back and neck pain. And that's what the product was. So I ordered it from Amazon, and before selling it, I had to try it. And it was the most comfortable thing I've ever rested my head on. And to prove that I wasn't crazy, I got my parents and brother to test it as well, and they completely agreed. So I decided, because it was this comfortable, I had to try for a night. And that night, I went to sleep thinking I was gonna have the best sleep of my entire life. Yeah, it was not the best sleep of my entire life. I woke up at 5 a.m. with severe neck pain, which was the thing that this whole product was supposed to avoid in the first place. So I decided to give it a second chance, and I tried it for another night, and the same thing happened. Now at that point, I was mad at my own product, and I knew that a big market I wanted to target was old people, and I just couldn't imagine myself selling this scam to an old person that has sleep troubles. Saying that just sounds wrong. Anyways, I just forgot about that product and moved on. So it was around that time that I got introduced to a new way of finding products, the TikTok method. TikTok method is when you engage with enough dropshipping videos that once you scroll on your For You page, you only get dropshipping videos. And I thought this method was perfect for 2 reasons. Number 1, it probably took less time. And number 2 is that once I had found a product I wanted to test, I could just copy my competitor's most viral video. So I got to scrolling. I scrolled and scrolled and scrolled for hours and hours and hours. And one thing I found is that it was terrible for me. You see, this past year, I've been on a self-improvement journey, and I've tried to get rid of all my bad habits and replace them with good habits. And so one of my deadliest habits back then was short form content. I was addicted to those things. And once I started to do the TikTok method, I felt the same dopamine hit I used to feel when I watched YouTube shorts for a whole day. And so I started getting bored easily. I started working less harder. I just felt completely brain dead at the end of the day, and I just didn't feel like doing anything. I genuinely did not know if I should continue because I was risking my mental health. but I decided to keep going. And at the end of those 2 weeks of scrolling, I found 30 products that I thought were good enough to test. And the only problem was there was so many products, I did not know which one to choose. So I decided to sign a call with Michael Bernstein and his team. Now, if you don't know Michael Bernstein, he's like a super guru dropshipper in the organic dropshipping niche. And so if anyone was able to help me, it would be him. And before assigning a call with him, I got a list of questions I was supposed to fill out. And the questions were like, what is your budget? How many products have you tested? Why are you doing this? And so I filled them out as honestly as possible. And once the day arrived, I got ready and I waited. But no one called. They even gave me a message 15 minutes before the call saying that they were gonna call, but no one called. And so I thought there was a problem with me. I thought I did a mistake. So I rescheduled another call, and again, no one called. And there I was, realizing that they didn't call me on purpose. My guess is that my budget was too low, and so they knew that I couldn't pay for their course. Oh, and yeah, their course is about $500 a month. I didn't know that at the time, but I'm still very confused why they were not more straightforward with this. And they honestly wasted a good amount of my time. Anyways, because I couldn't get anyone to choose a product for me, I had to choose a product for myself. And I chose a necklace that helps people quit vaping. Now, there are many reasons why I chose the product, such as I can make very emotional videos because vaping is a very emotional topic and it's very addictive. The shipping cost was very low as well, and I just felt like if I filled up my pocket with this product, I was not only gonna make money, but I was also gonna change many lives. And at the time, I was also seeing many dropshippers try weed products, and I kind of wanted to fight that off in my own way. So I bought it from Amazon, and once it came, I posted 2 videos. Both of them got around 200 views, but for me, once I got 200 views in 10 minutes, I thought it was gonna go viral for sure. Because if it got 200 views in 10 minutes, then in the next 10 minutes, it's gonna get another 200 views. And the next 10 minutes, another 200 views. And the next 10 minutes, not even close. It ended at 200, and that just got me a little closer to finding out how the TikTok algorithm worked. Anyways, the next day of posting, I made the biggest mistake an organic dropshipper could make. You guys are gonna cringe very hard. I'm going for it. I made 3 more accounts by the same name and posted the exact same content. And if you don't know what that does, that will completely ruin your chance of going viral, because TikTok will shadow ban you 100%. And that is what happened to me. You see, my videos went from getting 200 views to 1, 0, 6. I did not know what was happening. I just thought my content was terrible. Now, that gave me a lot of room for improving, but for a couple of weeks, I thought I was going nowhere. I thought I had no progress. And I knew dropshipping was gonna be hard, but I didn't know I was gonna get 0 views until one day I was watching a Michael Bernstein video, and he was talking about the fact that if you don't repost your videos onto Instagram and YouTube, you are wasting your time. And I hate wasting my time, so I did just that. Now, I was already doing Instagram, which was going absolutely great, but I never thought about doing YouTube Shorts. But after hearing what Michael Bernstein said, I re-uploaded all my videos onto YouTube Shorts, and I just forgot about it. The next day, at about 5 a.m., when I couldn't sleep anymore, I opened my phone and I saw this.
What?
Now, that was a huge achievement for me. Imagine getting 0 to 200 views and then hitting 10,000 views. It's like you getting 10K on average and then hitting a 500K video. That's exactly how I felt. I literally could not stop jumping around. I was so happy. And so that same day, I posted a couple more videos, and another one did 20,000 views, which later on got up to 30,000. And so as great as everything seemed to go, there was only one problem, because I had been lying about vaping so that I can relate to my viewers better. I even made a video of me trying to break the addiction of vaping, where I freaking faked cry. Like, it's so cringe. And now looking back at it, I would not do that again. Because vaping in general is a very sensitive topic. And I don't want to lie to people that are trying to change their lives. And so I just wanted to put that out there. So now that I was hitting 10K views repeatedly, I was thinking about making my Shopify store. But the thing was that Michael Bernstein was saying you shouldn't make a Shopify store until you've hit at least 100K in one video, or you repeatedly get 20 to 30,000 K in every single video. And I was getting neither of those, not even close. But I just thought I was losing on so much money. So I just ignored what Michael Bernstein said and I started making my store. Now I finished the store in about 1 week because I was also uploading videos every day and I had school. But once it was done, I posted it on my YouTube bio and I waited the sales to just come in. It was time to see if those 270,000 views in the sum of my videos would convert into sales. Yup, not a single sale. Zero. Every day I would just hope for one sale, but nothing happened. No one bought. And at the same time, I started looking down on my product. I saw people testing it and saying it didn't work. As well as that, I had never seen anyone in my comment section talk about how they wanted the product or they needed the product, which is something you usually get in dropshipping videos comment section. All I was getting was hate. And so I left the product. In total, I lost about $150 on the Wix subscription, the Shopify subscription, the 11 Lab subscription, a random guy I paid $15 to make a US account for me, my domains, and Shopify apps. And I got $0 back. So here are the mistakes I made so that I don't repeat them in the future. Picking a boring product. Lying about sensitive topic. Not listening to people with more experience. Picking a product that might not do what it is supposed to do. Spending less time choosing a product. Making the website too soon. Re-uploading videos or clips and re-uploading the same clip to different accounts. Oh yeah, I forgot to tell you, this all happened in February, so Allah has cured since then. So subscribe, because the next video, I actually get a sale.